Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. My name is Aarti. Two journalists of HW News Network, Swarna Jha and Samruddhi Sakunia, have been granted bail today by the CJM Court of Udaipur in Tripura today, as you all know already. They were arrested this morning at about 1 a.m. from Assam, where they were detained for about 7 hours yesterday. Now, senior advocate Piyush Biswas appeared for them on behalf of HW News Network and pressed for their bail, and they have gotten bail today, although with some conditions. So, Mr. Biswas is with us today, and we will talk to him what happened in the court and what transpired in the court. What did the judge say? We will talk to him about all of this. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Sir, could you please tell us what happened in the court today?
These two journalists were arrested yesterday night, Korimganj. So they are taken to Udaipur and they are produced today before the learned Chief Judicial Magistrate with a prayer for remanding them in custody and also prayed for 7 days police remand. Their allegations is that these media persons, they published their statement in WhatsApp stating that along with others, one Quran was burnt. According to them, that has been made with a view to incite hatred between the communities on the basis of religion. But the contents of the FIR I have submitted before the court that does not constitute any offence punishable under section 153A or 53B or under section 120B of the CRPC, IPC. It's because only by saying that this is their allegations that it is a fake news. So that cannot be said that fake news has been published with a view to incite communal hatred between the communities on the ground of religion. I have relied on the recent some judgment of the Supreme Court in a similar situation. You can remember incident of Meghalaya, where some non-tribals were killed, and then in that some media persons published news stating that in Meghalaya, non-tribals have no right to stay there. They are not protected. Even Chief Minister is silent. Police administration, they are also not taken. So for that, there was a similar type of case, and they went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court quashed that FIR only by merely saying that this is an attempt of inciting communal hatred. That Supreme Court said that you cannot say by this. Everybody has a right to say that this community are unsafe. That is a true reporting. Here also they only made a statement that along with other articles, one Quran was burnt. And in the FIR, it is mentioned by the police on the basis of when they got this statement, they went to the place of occurrence to examine the victims or to record their statements. And in the FIR itself, it is mentioned that on query, these victim persons told them they made such statements. So what is the wrong on the basis of the victim? If victim is claiming, where the victim is claiming that their Quran is burnt, then how it is fake? Even if it is fake, you cannot say that it is made, that is, this amounts to inciting of hatred between the communities on the basis of religion. And in a manner, these two girls were arrested. They are aged about 23 or 25 years. Supreme Court recently directed all state police, state governments not to arrest the person in the offenses where the offense punishable up to 7 years. You have to go for first for issuing notice under section 41 CRPC. If they do not comply, then you can go for arrest. Even under section 437 CRPC, even in heinous offenses like murder, intention of the legislation, it is mentioned that magistrate had the jurisdiction to release in such a case of release the women on bail because they are women. So what has prompted this offense maximum punishment is 3 years. Police could have issued notice under section 41 CRPC asking them to appear. In case of non-compliance, you can go for arrest. What is the offense? It is practically, what should I say? It is a vindictiveness. Police, I presume that police is doing all these things under political pressure. It is meaningless, useless. So court rejected their prayer for cancellation of bail or their prayer for police remand. Both the prayer were rejected by the learned Chief Judicial Magistrate, and he simply, after hearing, making some observation, granted bail, simple bail. Only that condition that tomorrow they have to appear before the police, and police was directed, you have anything to ask, you can ask them. That is the only condition. They are released.
Okay.
So, practically, these are all ridiculous. What should I say?
So there is one more question. One more question that I had. There are two FIRs on these two journalists of HW News Network. In one FIR, there are 3 sections of IPC are mentioned, and in one FIR, 6 IPC sections are mentioned under which they are charged. So you mentioned 153A, 153B, and there are also some other sections of 120B.
Some other, that is minor section 504.
204 and 193 as well.
No matter. 190, 290, 92. That is nothing. But major offense is that is under 153A, 153B, and 120B.
Yes.
These are the modern. Similar FIR has been instituted with Khotikrai police station, North Tripura, under Unakoti district. So you cannot, in that case, you cannot go for 2 FIRs for the same offense. If they have committed any offense, and in Khotikrai PS case, the police has issued notice under section 41 CRPC asking them to appear before them on 22nd of November. Then why you are registering a separate case? These are all meaningless, baseless, no foundation on there is. And you see, there are so many reports, so many FIRs have been registered for attacking the shops belonging to Muslims, mosques. There are so many FIRs. But police and state government is sleeping over all those FIRs. But whenever any person is coming to make any report on the vandalism of upon mosques or shops or houses of belonging to Muslims, then you are registering and immediately you are going for arrest. But in other cases, no such step has been taken. Vishwa Hindu Parishad, after the Bangladesh incident, it is condemnable. They have gone for many things here, raising slogans against Bangladesh and here, and that was the root of from that time. These mosques and shops were attacked by goons. So police is not serious about the attack on mosques and others, but they are, whenever there is a true reporting, media, they have the right to publish truth. And in this case also, in the FIR also, contradictory stands. In one paragraph, they are saying that this report is a fake news. On the other paragraph, they are saying that after getting these allegations in the WhatsApp, we had gone to the place of occurrence, we examined the victims, whether Quran was burnt or not. And they said that it is mentioned that they replied in affirmative. That is, Quran was burnt. So how it can be a fake? Even if it is a fake, you cannot say that this is an offence punishable under section 153A or 153B.
Hmm.
So court was satisfied after hearing and they were released on bail.
All right. So the FIR in Gomti Nagar also mentions, as per the press release, because we haven't yet got the copy of the FIR, as per the press release, it also mentions that whatever happened there, it also incited riots in Maharashtra, in Amravati. So that is also mentioned in the FIR against these two female journalists.
These allegations are baseless. Court has, there was an argument, lengthy argument, court heard it. So, though so much seriousness on the part of the government to get their custody, court rejected their pair. So, court also did not find any substance in the FIR or allegations. These are made only with a view to harass these people, media persons, so that they are not, they do not come with truth against the government or the failure of the government. Expressing or publishing news showing the failure of the government, you cannot say that this is an offence punishable under section 153A or 53B. I have read the entire FIR. I have shown that the allegations or the statements made in the FIR do not constitute any offence punishable under the IPC. And I have advised in another case also, some lawyers came from Supreme Court for verification of this incident. They made a statement, similar statement in the press. As soon as they made the statement, against them also similar case was registered. Then they contacted me. Then I advised them approach the Supreme Court and get it quashed. They approached the Supreme Court. And in this case also, I have advised my client to approach the Supreme Court for quashing the FIR. And I am confident and believe that Supreme Court will quash it, as because there is no substance as alleged by the police.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
The bail has been granted also for both the journalists. Thank you so much for all.
I am happy